Hi boys and girls, today we're going to do the penny jar. As you notice, our penny jar that we're looking at has started off with 4 pennies. The pattern or the situation that we are dealing with is each round we are going to add 7 pennies. How many pennies would that be after the first round? Well, let's set up a table like I have here quickly in your journal. Once it's set up, continue your tape. And I started off, and I hope you did, you started off with 4 pennies, so the total many pennies, and then my arithmetic expression is just 4. I haven't added anything, that's what I started with. Now we're going to go back and we are going to add we're going to add 7 pennies. And I hope when you were predicting, you predicted 7 plus 4 is 11. So I know I have 11 now that I added them. My arithmetic expression is I did start with 4, I added 7, and I came up with 11. That was for round 1. If I did round 2 and added 7 more pennies, what do you think it would be? Now I could count these several ways. I could do 4 plus my 7 I did, plus 7 more, which would give me 18. I knew I had 11 before, and I added 7 more, so that would be 18. Let's look at our chart, and I know I have 18. I could have wrote, like I just said what we did, I could have wrote 4 plus 7 plus 7, or 11 plus 7, or I know I'm doing equal groups, so of 7 each time. I did it 2 times, so 2 times 7 plus the 4 that was in there before. So write these arithmetic expressions. I want you to think about adding 7 more pennies till you get to round 7. Check with your partner. If you need to go get the pennies off the shelf and add them, you certainly can. I really would like you to look for the pattern. When you get that all done and you've discussed what do you notice, I would like you to think about if I was on round 10. So if I was on round 10, so quickly just add a 10 to your chart, a couple lines down. Round 10 would be, what would my total be? And how would you figure that? Shut off the tape again and figure round 10. When I figured round 10, I liked that I knew a pattern. I knew that if I was adding 7, if it was round 10, and I was doing 7 groups equally of pennies, I could do 10 plus times 7 plus 4, and I would come up with 74. I could have also done the 4 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 10 times. I just felt this was faster and easier. Did you come up with 74? Let's move on to getting out worksheet number 47 and 48, 49. Once we have those out, I want you, 49 is 50. Once you have those out, I want you to work the problem, and it's the doubling penny jar. Now imagine a different kind of penny jar. It starts with 2 pennies inside. Each round, the number of pennies in the jar double. So I would figure out with just 2 pennies to start with, like in here, just kind of get that down. How would that change to the doubling penny jar? And write those down. And we will be comparing those later on page 48. And do your line graph too, because that sometimes helps you see the pattern. What do I observe? Please work with your partner on this. You have 50, and let's also do 52, but I would like you to do 52 with a partner. And instead of having to write down, I would like you to discuss what you think and then do figure out the exact answer. So where it says explain, as long as you're doing a good discussion with your partner, you don't have to write explain in there. Have a great time doing the patterning.